how to get better at playing guitar solos. Practice. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for stopping by. Today, let's stop the random noodling and start targeting some sweet notes. We can easily improvise over this track with the E minor pentatonic scale, but I know you want to dig deeper. Let's start sounding connected. This is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of you players, so grab your guitar and let's get right into it. So if we get right into these chord shapes, C, D, E minor, and G. We can use these chord shapes in our guitar solos. This is a great way to sound connected and to know you're hitting some sweet notes, the notes in the chords. We can put labels on this stuff, arpeggios, triads, chord tones. I just like to say the notes in the chords, the sweet notes. If we take the C chord shape, 3 on the A string, 5 on the D string, and 5 on the B string. And you can move that right up the fretboard to the D. And then the E minor, 7, 9, 8 on the B string. So I'm looking at the E minor pentatonic scale right where the chord is at. I'll also show you how these connect to the home bass scale, the first position. But if we just take a few minutes, look at the chords that we use all the time. I'm just pulling off when I get to the E minor chord, pulling off from 8 to 7 on the B string. Nine on the G, 9 on the D string, 7, 9 on the G. It's a great little lick to play around that chord shape. And these chord shapes are all over the fretboard. Right within this E minor pentatonic scale, we have the E minor, C, G, and then the D shape is right here also. And up here, E minor, C, G, and then D. If we can see these shapes, check out how to use some of these ideas in context over this backing track. I'm just looking at these chord shapes. You have that E minor triad there. You can just take 9 and 8 and slide up 2 frets and then back down. to give it some movement. That's the goal here, is just to create some movement around these chord shapes. We have the C right here, sliding up from 7 to 9 on the G string, and hitting 8 on the E string. But that shape is right there, the G. 8, 7 on the E, 8 on the B, and 7 on the G string. And it fits, it just hugs those chords. And we're on G going to D. We have that D shape right there. We can pull off from 15 to 14 on the E and go right down the chord. 15, 14 on the G. So as I'm bending that up, it sounds really bluesy, but I'm really hitting that F sharp note, which is the same as that, but I'm bending it on 17, a whole tone up, and then hammering on from 15 to 17 to hit this E note. And then, as it goes back to E minor, you can go to your best friend, the E minor pentatonic scale. And then you have the chord. You want to know where these shapes are at? Because they're within the pentatonic scale, you don't have to think about two different things. They're right under your fingers. There's a couple different ways to look at these chord tones, or many ways, but I'm showing you a few today. Combine the chords with the pentatonic scale. Don't separate them. Once you connect these ideas together, you're gonna sound a lot more melodic when you play. You're gonna be confident. This is a fun way to practice the guitar and play, because you're hitting notes that are the sweet notes, the chord tones, the notes in the chords. Practicing with a backing track is so good. I'll leave a link for this track as you can practice these ideas. But you can also do this when you're just by yourself, sitting on the couch with your guitar also. Just hitting these chords, the chords that we use all the time. Connect them with the pentatonic scale. I hope this really moves you forward in your guitar journey. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and let's talk soon.